Hi friends, Zita here in Vancouver, Washington. I'm at Bagley Downs Community Park. It's a beautiful day. The weather's getting warmer. This Sunday is Mother's Day. Yesterday, after I spoke with you, I hopped on the bus and went to the store again because I realized I needed to get some Mother's Day cards. And it was a weird experience because I had to deposit a check and I went out on the Vine near Vancouver Mall where the bank was. And of course the mall's closed, but part of the parking lot had been roped off for homeless people to park. And so it was like dozens and dozens of campers and porta potties and people living there in the parking lot. And I know eventually they're going to open up the mall, but it was interesting how things have changed so quickly, and I wonder where they're going to go when the mall opens back up. But I got some really nice cards, and it's going to be hot and hotter this weekend. It'll be nice. Today is day 43 of Stay Home, Stay Safe. In Washington, we're going to be phasing into transitioning back into society, but the Stay Home, Stay Safe order, as far as I know, is still till May 31st. So no big gatherings. I'm looking forward to the library and the gym, but as we continue and as I watch the numbers and I hear all the information online, the news and the false news and the conspiracy theories and the ones that I wonder if they're true or not, I'm thinking maybe I don't want to go back to my life the way it was, how hurried I was and commuting all over the place. I was considering applying for a job in Portland, but I realized I'm not ready for that. Even when we open back up, I'm going to be real cautious because of my lungs and my family, my elderly parents. I'm going to continue to teach piano online. The music center I know will not be open this summer. And if I do look for a church, I think I'm going to look for a small one locally. It would have been a stretch for me to commute, and as we open up slowly, I don't think the buses are going to go back to normal right away. I'm hearing that even when restaurants open, they're still going to have to practice social distancing. And when I rode the Vine yesterday, there were very few open seats. There were a lot of them roped off to keep social distancing. So why would I want to jump into a very stressful life? I mean, why? I'm okay now, and yeah, I am getting a little impatient, but there are still people dying. There are still people getting sick. And there are healthcare workers that are very frustrated and overworked and very tired, and I want to respect that. So I'm going to stay home and stay safe until I absolutely have to go out again. And I'm thinking I'm going to probably wait until the fall. But what I'm doing now is I'm working on expanding my musical skills. I'm classically trained. I can sight read nearly anything on the piano, and I'm a decent musician, but I long to play more praise music, read lead sheets, and improvise more, play more like in a band. And I've only done a little bit of that, and it was a little bit harder work than just reading the music on the page. There's different types of musicians, ones that can easily read music and ones that play more by ear. I've been reading music since I was 3. But I know I can do the other. I just need some training. So I'm taking a course online, and I'm listening a lot. When I come here in the morning and walk the dog, I'm listening to praise music. I want to do like gospel and maybe country Christian, and I want to play some blues. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of my time, rather than trying to jump back into working, especially if I'm not really sure if I'm quite ready. I'm going to work on my skills so that when I do emerge, I'm confident. So if that makes sense. It's all about me today. But I hope that you guys are well, and I certainly am praying for the world, and praying for all the people that are suffering, and praying for all the people that are confused. You know, so much misinformation out there. They say this is the uncertain times, and in one of my video talks I said it's experimental times, and it does seem like a mass social experiment. And you know, there's so many things, so many questions, and we're not even getting any answers. And it's kind of a waste of time. I mean, yeah, it is interesting to know where it came from, but let's just move forward. Let's cure our world. Let's figure out how to move forward. And it doesn't look like we're going to be united. At first I thought we were united against this virus, but now people are taking their stances on extreme right, extreme left, extreme conspiracy, rebellion, wanting to get their own life back. It's real interesting. It is like a big social experiment, isn't it? So I'm staying back. I'm still watchful. start being cautious, being aware, not afraid, but I'm thinking this time was given to me. I've always wanted extra time, and I should use it more wisely. Again, I'm trying to cut back on TV, although I had to watch Criminal Minds last night. I'm a Criminal Minds fanatic. But I want to spend more time with my music, and I'm going to keep saying that until I do more. I spent some time today, but then I realized I was supposed to have an audition next week. I realized I'm not ready. They sent me some lead sheets. I could do it, but I wasn't proud of the sound. I didn't like how I sounded. I want to have a pure sound that feels like me. I want honoring myself with my music and honoring the composer and contributing to worship. And I felt like I would have had to work too hard to come up with something that I think would have been what they were looking for. And I want to just be honoring my, who I am. This is who I am. This is my musical style as an offering. And if you like it, fine. But I don't want to have to work so hard, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't mind hard work, but I don't want to work hard to be someone other than who I am. Anyway, whoever I am. I don't know. I'm babbling again. Okay, so for the stats, numbers are still rising. Global cases are 3,818,060 cases. That's up from yesterday. That's globally. Yesterday it was 3,710,380 cases. There were 256,920 deaths yesterday. Today there are 264,784 deaths. That's globally. In the United States, there's 1,262,176 cases with 74,768 deaths, and that's up. Yesterday it was cases with 1,229,919 with 71,670 deaths. Washington cases are 16,360 cases, 870 deaths. Yesterday there was 846 deaths. Oregon, 2,916 cases, 115 deaths. Yesterday was 109 deaths. So numbers are still rising. And you could attribute that to many things. I mean, there are some theories floating around that doctors are not always reporting that it's a real COVID case. Sometimes it's just the flu. I don't know about that. I know that a big problem is testing, that not everybody has been tested. I mean, I don't know if that's even possible. I think the truth is in the deaths for sure. I mean, you can see people are dying and people continue to die. So, and yeah, maybe it's the vulnerable, but, all lives matter, not to be cliche, but, and we all will die, certainly, but let's not push it. Let's try to save people if we can. I really, really admire all the healthcare workers and the people that are sacrificing their lives to save others. Yeah, that's all I have to say. It's nothing really new. I'm still watching. I'm feeling a little frustrated with the world, but I'm determined to go a little bit more inward and work on myself, on my inner peace, on being kind, on being a good teacher. Oh, that's another thing, is while I'm working on my musical style, I noticed that there was a retirement center looking for a piano teacher. It was an old ad. It was over a month old. I'm going to email them anyway, because I don't know when they might open up their facility for someone to come in and teach, and I don't want to, to go in if they're isolating. But how wonderful it would be to teach senior citizens piano, and right here in my town, where I wouldn't have to go all the way to Portland. I am having to make some changes of my thought and my life. I really love Portland. I love the culture there. I love the diversity. But I live in Vancouver now, and it wasn't that bad of a commute in the past. I would take the Vine downtown and take the Express to Portland and, take the Max and the bus everywhere, walk everywhere. I had my route down. But the buses went pretty frequently. I think right now, at least now as we transition, the buses are not going to go that frequently. I could take Lyft, but that's expensive. And I'm realizing now that I'm not doing all this commuting and not doing all this eating out, that I don't need that much money to survive. So it's hard just being in one place and not having enough social connection. But I think for me, I think this time is necessary for me to look deeper into myself. And so I will possibly consider work here in Vancouver, and I probably will always stay at the music center, which I have a strong connection to. But as far as I know, we are closed this summer. I don't even know about the fall. So, but I am teaching students online, and that is my life-saving boat because I love the connection with my students, and they are all doing really well. And I find I'm a little bit more organized teaching online. It's hard work, but I have to work a little harder. I get their assignments out. I make videos for them because I'm not sitting by their side, and there's not that real close connection. So, so my teaching I'm really enjoying, but my frustration is I'm wanting to grow musically. So there, I said it. I've been working on this. I've had this daily blog for over 4 years now. I've been mostly working on mostly my physical stuff, trying to lose weight, trying to be healthier, stronger, and haven't lost much weight. Well, I mean, I've lost 40 pounds, maybe 50 in 4 years, but I still need to lose more. But that's not my priority as much anymore. I want to be healthy. I want to be strong, but and I'm always working my spiritual growth. But I think I also want to work more on my social connection and more on my inner peace, and on working on my talents and gifts, which is music. I would like to grow musically, and I kind of have taken that for granted for so long because, like I said, I'm a good sight reader, and so it's real easy for me to just go on autopilot. But I want to do more, so I'm really excited. I'm taking one class, a worship class online that is really good. It's kind of geared for more of a beginner, but it's filling in some gaps of mine about reading chords and inversions and things like that, and basic the rhythm of like praise music. In addition to that, I've ordered a lot of music and kind of jazz and blues styles that I'm working on. So anyway, I thought it'd be really good for me to give a witness here. You're my witness to what my goals are. It's been harder for me to blog at night. I watch my granddaughter, I teach, and then I'm really tired, so I kind of give most of my energy to this video. So today I'm doing that again, just like yesterday. Anyway, going on and on and on and on. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is well. Blessings and prayers to everyone. Oh, and my scripture for today, the one that really struck me was Psalm 95, and I won't read it to you, but if you're so inclined, if you like to read the Psalms, go read it. It's an uplifting one with some kind of harsh truths in there. But I need to go. I'm going to watch my granddaughter and work on my piano some more. So, yeah, Zita signing out. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.